damn, if I feel like if me and him never fell out, a lot of shit wouldn't happen. Cause
Yeah,
like I feel like I was his way in the, you know what I'm saying, in the mix.
yeah,
I feel like I was his way in the streets. Through me, he met some people in the streets that he probably would never met. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I feel like the type of nigga I am, I could have calmed a lot of shit down. I would have calmed a lot of shit down. That's how I always been. For sure.
Does it fuck with
Sometimes it don't fuck with me for sure. Certain shit.
you? Gotcha. Yeah. So, do you remember when you saw like when you saw it? So now, so you go sit down, and then when you get out, what happens next in your story? When do you start getting into rapping and things of that sort?
I had a close partner. With getting into rapping, I was kind of with the music shit, cause my big brother and them making music, so they was going to a studio. I probably get in the studio. I wasn't really paying for studio time or investing money in a current battle like that, but I was trying to make music. But I ain't really care about music till I started with MO3. So when I met him, that's when he really turned me on to music, like made me feel like I could rap type shit. Mm.
Yeah,
But other than that, I ain't really know too much about it. Didn't see me. I ain't feel like I was good enough to rap. I feel like the people that I was listening to coming up under, they was good.
yeah,
I just used to support what they had going on.
gotcha. So how did that relationship with Mo3, how did that come about?
Mm. I had a partner that was like my right hand. Him and 3 Day was in like DRC. I think that's what it's called. It's like a JJ. It's like JJAP, a juvenile alternative like little program type shit. I know
Yeah,
it's connected to it. It's something that you get from like going to jail or being on probation. So they start with each other, and I was always like in trouble or in and out of jail and shit. He just used to always talk to bro about me. So like when I got there, he really like, yeah, it's Bedo type shit and linked us up. But we end up with each other since then. So shit, like before probably the beginning, hold your tongue or something like that. Before that, I've been fucking with him. I've been talking to him. I've been around him for sure.
yeah. And so when you first start fucking with him and shit like that, I know there's a lot of controversy around him and like where he from and stuff like that. Can you vouch for being in the north and all of that kind of stuff and kicking it with him? Or
Oh, for sure. I live in know that as well,
okay,
for sure. I feel like he for sure from North Dallas. I feel like he was just in jail. Niggas that know him in the prime parts of your coming up. If you in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, they
yeah,
motherfuckers don't know you. How can they vouch and say you from here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how he from McKinney and moved to North Dallas. He from North Dallas though. I'm from Fort Worth. I moved to Dallas. People ain't gonna tell me that. Hey, you're not from 6'5". But that's because they seen me a lot.
yeah,
He was like in jail for a minute. I think for like some ag robberies or something. I might be wrong though. But he went to middle school out there and he went to high school out there. They
gotcha.
make you from there. I don't care where you went to, elementary, probably wasn't even doing that. Where you jump out the porch at, where you do your dirty, that's what make you from there. So he just went to North Dallas, went to school, was getting in trouble and got took off the scene. So people couldn't vouch for him. That's how
Gotcha.
it was.
And so when y'all kicking it, he bringing you around and things of that sort, bro. Like when before, like you said, before the hold your tongue video and shit like that, are you seeing him becoming a star that he was?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I always been home, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
What was it like being in the studio with?
We're gonna go freestyle, sing, and go to rapping. It was just hard. Oh God, I just every time we'd go to, he knew he was hard. That's why they competitor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure, that's why everything about him was just competitive. So, but yeah, I feel like that bitch, he really should have been bigger than what he is. I feel like he ain't really get big until he passed. I feel like he should have been big.
Why you think that? Why you think it was like this?
I feel like relationships and people that he surrounded himself with. I feel like it stopped him from being able to fuck with people that could have uh, made him get bigger faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like was acting like they was opening doors for him, but they was really closing doors for him the whole time and really trying to make the move or something that could benefit both of them instead
Instead of just focusing on him.
yeah.
And I'm gonna address the elephant. I'm assuming you talking about rainwater.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what's your relationship like with rainwater?
I don't like it.
Gotcha. And I'm gonna ask you about this. So I know Mo3's his I don't like using the word baby mama, so I'm gonna say his kid's mother Josie just did an interview. And she kind of hinted at like just the way rainwater was moving and things of that sort, that and how he acted after it and things that she kind of hinted at that she felt like he may have had his hands in Mo3's demise.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Why not? Why do you not think so?
I just don't think so. Just knowing Rain, knowing 3, I don't feel like I could never see him. He a lot of shit, but I don't feel like he not no killer. He not like he ain't evil like that. He just like a female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't a killer.
Gotcha. And man, so now hearing that you from Fort Worth and you moved to Dallas, uh, I get them kind of make sense on like your relationship with Go Yayo, and then also your relationship with Mo3. And I kind of want to talk about that situation where how they beef started and stuff like that, and what position that put you in. So how did they situation start?
It, I'm gonna say first, it didn't put me in no situation because I ain't. It's like I fucked with Yayo, but Mo3 was my partner. Yayo was like he my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why I always called him my cousin. We always embraced each other like that. He my blood cousin. So, but he was never nobody that I ran around with. So at this point in time, Mo3 and him had their problems. I ain't fuck with Yayo and I ain't fuck with Mo3.
Gotcha.
So like, but it was still my cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, probably at the time, Yayo was probably posting my cousin on the internet, throwing subliminals at me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just cause it was some shit that had happened with some people that I brung around him, and basically he ran with a narrative that the young niggas was talking about and didn't really know what was going on. And we ain't never see eye to eye for a minute until we got older, and that's when we started with each other. Really, when we was in Houston and we got shot at. Ever since then, we really locked in. Other than that, we wasn't running with each other like me and Mo3 was. You know what I'm saying? But when we got older, that's when me and bro started thugging with each other. Way harder than me and Mo3. For sure, me and Yayo closer than me and 3, but at that point in time, I was thugging with 3 more. So I wasn't rocking with nothing that Yayo had going on or even caring about they little beef or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. And I'm gonna go back to like how it started from your perspective. So, but I want to ask you this post. So did you and Yayo y'all get deep into y'all's relationship and get the thugging together? Is that before Mo3 passed, or is that after Mo3 passed?
That was in the midst of it.
Gotcha.
Nah, that was before. Mo3 ended up passing like well after we been thugging with each other.
Gotcha.
For sure.
And so looking at it now, like, so I know at that time it didn't make you feel no type of way, but looking at it now, like, you know what I'm saying? you don't feel pulled in any type of direction that like pretty much that web that started there kind of casted and ultimately led to whatever happened. You feel me? Like looking at it in hindsight.
I ain't gonna lie, on my comprehension. So run that
I
back.
feel you. So
Run
pretty
that
much
back.
what I'm saying, like, pretty much, are you looking back at that shit like, damn, nigga, like, it, this shit ain't have to happen that way, or you
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm
I done
saying?
said
Like,
that plenty of times.
what's the like torn in between two sit, you know what I'm saying? The two type shit.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, but I'm so fucked up. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like what you get is what you put out. Like I feel like anything you in the streets, you moving around, the same thing you're doing, the same shit you do is gonna come back around. I feel like karma is real. Like so, when you just in the streets and you talking about killing or you talking about a bunch of bullshit and you own a bunch of bullshit, that's easy to get involved
Yeah.
in that. It's easy to get. So I feel like that's what happened with 3. I don't feel like it came from nothing with Yayo. Because of that Yayo problem, MO3. Hell nah. I with MO3, and then MO3 was already having this problem with the people he was having this problem with.
Yeah.
Like then he started having a problem with Yayo. Really, the problem with the other people just came later on again. Cause really, I ain't gonna lie, MO3 was just hating. That's really what it was. He was just a little hating at me. He was in competition. He wanted to be better. He didn't like niggas was bigger than him. Niggas was better. Niggas had the bitches. Niggas had the money. He didn't like that. Like that's what that was about. It didn't have nothing to do with no street politics or no nothing. It had to do with a nigga hating, probably getting a bitch or something like that. That's where they came from, for sure.
And how can you say here? How can you say that with conviction? Like, how do you know that's the case?
That was my partner. I was with him when it was going on. When he was saying the things he was saying, I would hear him. So I knew what his motive was and his intentions. Like he didn't never. I don't know. It's some things I really rather not speak on with that. But yeah, I really rather not speak on with that. But that's where it came from. It didn't come from no, oh, you killed Roy Lee. I'm beefing with you. No, that's made up. That's a fairy tale rap myth. Yellow Beezy has nothing to do with what happened to Roy Lee. Nothing to do. Roy Lee got into a fight, pulled a gun out on him. They shot him in his leg. He died from complications later. And things mixed up in the streets about people that's from Roy Lee, where Roy Lee is from, which is Dixon. You know what I'm saying? Sad Ellis and shit. Niggas wasn't playing about Roy Lee. And they was up about Roy Lee. And that's where it kind of stemmed. And bro rode that wave because some young niggas was entouraging around him from that same area and ripped on the things that was going on out there. He can though, because that was his people. But you get what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of the honest truth. This is what I know from being growing up or being around dude, like watching everything I watched. He was just fucked up. He was smart. He was a good nigga. He was supposed to be big. His mind just was on the wrong shit. Like he really started getting on it, getting on bullshit after that. After that ended up happening, yeah, then he started getting on bullshit for real. And I feel like that's why shit happened to him. Cause he was out here doing whatever he was doing. It ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no telling what Mo3 probably had his hands in now. For sure.
Yeah, that's you. So what led to you and Mo3's relationship kind of dissolve? No, it sounds like some shit that nigga.
I was young, really, probably not, I ain't never really thought about it too much until like when I got older. But I was young, and I probably said some that I shouldn't have said. I probably should have kept some shit to myself. And I guess when I did that, it kind of rubbed him the wrong way. But shit, we kind of started filing out. before I ever came with any allegations or anything that I ever said about him. Like, they came later. We was already falling out before it ever came to the internet. Because how it got put on the internet, it was like a little fight we had, and bro got on the internet and just started saying we was hella deep, and we was really on it too deep. So that's what made us get on the internet. Oh, we are too deep, and that's kind of where it started stemming from. But other than that, it really, the root of it comes from his girlfriend Snapchat me, and I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but or I probably should have said something to him. I probably shouldn't have said nothing. I probably should have just left it alone. But me being young, I went to his other partner, like that I felt like they was closer, and told him, thinking he'll go tell him, and that was my way of telling him.
Right.
But I
Instead
kind of,
of going straight to him, like,
yeah,
you know.
I'm just young. I ain't know. I probably just, you know what I'm saying? Should have just kept that shit to myself and not saying nothing. But it,
Or just went straight to him, like, you know.
yeah,
But that come with, you know, you just never know, bro. It's all about intentions, though. You feel me? Like,
yeah. So I guess it made a nigga think. It made a nigga think something that it wasn't,
yeah,
for sure. And ever since then, it just wasn't right.
gotcha. So what'd you say? Oh, you said something. His partner. You ain't say nothing back to her, or
I
did
said
you?
that. I said that his girl messaged me. I'm saying like, damn, what making his girl message me on Snapchat? Like I'm sleeping on their couch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never looked at her like that. I ain't never came to her like that. It was the utmost respect. I'm younger than 3. She was much older than 3. So it was kind of like, I ain't really just, you know what I'm saying? Never try to cross them lines with her.
Yeah,
But it fucked me up when she messaged me and I'm with bro. So I'm like, damn, what made her Snapchat me? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. What's she saying? What messages? What she say?
I don't remember. It was something flirtatious. Probably something flirtatious, for sure.
Gotcha. Okay. And so when he finds out, like, what's the conversation that y'all had?
We never ever talked about it. Ever. Ever. It was basically like we still fucked with each other, but it was just different. It went from like, you know what I'm saying? Just not really fucking with each other. Cause we was all basically with the bitch every day. So now we not around each other. But he probably call and send me her song or something, like, been listening to this or something. Like, we was still talking, but you can tell that he ain't really fuck with me like this. So then it got deeper. I feel like Rain instigated it. Like, it got deeper when money started getting played with, cause I made a song that was kind of big. I had got shot back then.
Yeah.
So I was already like not turned up, but like streetwise, I had a
Yeah.
nice little name type shit. So I was getting paid for shows, and Rain will probably make it like it's 3 show, got me performing before 3, not paying me. He'll say whatever. He'll say, Rain will act like everything allowed. Giving me $500. I mean, giving me $150, but I was getting paid 500. You know what I'm saying? Just taking all the money. Wasn't even really my members. You know what I'm saying? You was just making shit happen. But don't get me wrong, I don't care about you making no money. But it was like, you was having a hard time even giving me the 150. Like, just playing. He just doing too much. So, mm-mm. I feel like Rain the reason why everything went bad around him, honestly. I feel like he just be having too much funny business going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know what question you asked me.
Nah, bro, it's cool, bro. We just talking, bro. We just talking, man. I feel you. I mean, because it's a story, bro. So when you get to, you get to deep and diving in there and going back to the most, yeah, it's lost. And I mean, it's a crazy ass story, bro. And we talking about somebody that's not with us no more. You feel me? So that make it even more complicated. You feel me?
Sure.
And so let me ask you this, bro. Just because now I'm seeing you get that off your chest, and I can kind of feel the energy, bro. So looking at that now, bro, is there anything that you wish you would have did different? And if you could say anything to Mo right now, like, would you clear all that up, or?
Mm, Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really regret nothing, but it have been times I thought about like, damn, if I feel like if me and him never fell out, a lot of shit wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Cause like I feel like I was his way in the, you know what I'm saying, in the mix.
Yeah.
I feel like I was his way in the streets. Through me, he met some people in the streets that he probably wouldn't have never met. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the type of nigga I am, I could have calmed a lot of shit down. I would have calmed a lot of shit down. That's how I always been. For sure.
Does it fuck with you?
Sometimes it don't fuck with me for sure. Certain shit.
Gotcha. Yeah. So do you remember when you saw like when you saw it? Y'all just give us a second. We'll be right back. Who fucking cigarette? Uh, but yeah, bro. So I know you digesting and you processing right now, and you had a reaction to the conversation that we having and shit like that, bro. And I want to know like why, what's your feelings about it, and what you want to get off of your chest, because I know it's a lot, bro. You know what I mean?
Shit. That shit really just make a nigga mad, make a nigga sad. Just a lot of shit. A lot of shit still going on about that shit. So shit, I be mad at the thought of that. I ain't gonna lie. Mm. I come to Dallas and I be mad, honestly. Just thinking of anything, like when I'm out of town or something, my mind don't even be on none of that shit. As soon as I come out here, my mind on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, the business in the streets or shit that's happening off the chain of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chain reaction off of that shit. So shit, that shit fucked me on a whole nother note. So